Welcome back. Parents, residents panic as five kids disappear in Lagos community. Residents of Oto, Ebute-Metta area of Lagos State say children are falling prey to alleged abduction in the community, with at least five kids already missing. The children are identified as Dumolo Ogunjobi, 4 years old, Aisha Taiwo, 4 years old, Daniel Samuel, 3 years old, Alimat Onikoyi, 4 years old, and 2-year-old Romanos. The incident, which started June last year, has created panic among dwellers, while parents of the victims languish in pain. Recent among the cases was the sudden disappearance of Ogunjobi while she was playing with her friends last Tuesday in front of her parents' residence on Akinlolu Street, Oto. Around 12 p.m. that day, I was plaiting my mother's hair outside while my daughter and her peers were also playing. I bagged the playground, but she called me regularly and I looked at her to confirm she was fine, Ogunjobi's mother, Amina, recalled. All was well until some minutes afterwards when she noticed that daughter's voice was no longer audible. A search was conducted with the hope that the little girl was somewhere within the vicinity. As the day wore on without any clue on her whereabouts, the neighborhood was thrown into anxiety. After we looked around and couldn't find her, we went to Iponre, Denton, Ijora, and Alakara police stations to report, Aminon stated grimly, adding that she had yet to get any information about her kid. About 6 weeks earlier, 4-year-old Taiwo of Oto Bridge Road, about 500 meters from Akinlolu Street, had also gone missing while playing around with her friends. Her mother, Zainab Ademola, had visited a nearby ATM gallery to withdraw money, leaving her with her playmates. Ademola explained, "The incident occurred on February 16. I went out to withdraw money that day. My daughter and her friend, Success, were with my grandma outside. I was at the ATM point when I got a call that Taiwo was missing. I learnt she, Success, and one other child were playing around the vicinity, but she did not return home. We asked our friends what happened, but they could not say anything. It was later in the day that Success said a woman went away with Aisha. We went to Iponre and Denton police stations to report the case." Since then, life has not remained the same for Ademola and her husband, Yusuf Taiwo, as the thought of their only child's whereabouts weakens their minds daily. "I find it hard to cope without my child. I pray every day that God should reunite her with us," the distressed mother said amid grim looks. She was playing outside when she was abducted. "We searched everywhere and reported to the police at Iponre and Alakara divisions," Yusuf told our correspondent. "There was a day a woman was arrested for attempting to abduct a child in the community. She was beaten up and taken to Denton police station. My wife went there to ask the woman if she knew about her daughter's whereabouts. Police accused her that she mobilized the mob to attack the woman. They detained her from 1 p.m. till 11 p.m. and collected 25,000 naira before she was released," he said. On Friday, January 24th, the household of a vulcanizer operator, Oriyomi Onikoyi of Jones Street in Oto, Ilogbo Extension, was alive and bubbling. Earlier that day, the 43-year-old man had heartily welcomed a grandchild from her first daughter. But by evening, the joy faded into thin air as his last child, Alimat, suddenly disappeared. He said she was abducted in front of her compound. "I came back from work around 8 p.m. that day and I gave her the snack I bought for her. We were all rejoicing because my first daughter just gave birth that day." While Alimat was with her friends playing outside, there was power outage. "I came outside about 2 minutes after but did not see her. I reported at different police stations, including Ikeja Division. We were informed that a girl was found in K2 police station. We went there, but the girl is not my child. People keep assuring me that I will find her. I have not been myself since she went missing. My wife has become lean. She cries every day. Another parent, Okora for Samuel, said he was returning from work on June 19, 2019, when he was confronted with the sad news that his 3-year-old son, Daniel, had been abducted. He stated that all efforts to find the boy proved abortive. Daniel was 2 years and 8 months when he was abducted. I left home around 5:30 p.m. to hustle. I was returning home 9 p.m. when a neighbor met me on the road and said they were looking for Daniel. My wife told me that she was washing plates in the kitchen with Daniel beside her. After washing the plates, she went to throw the dirty water inside the gutter. By the time she came back, she could not find him again. The kitchen is on the corridors of her compound. We reported the case at the Pori police station and went to different orphanages to look for him, the father recounted. About 1 year after, every other day brings trauma and fantasy for him and his wife as the family endlessly longs for a reunion with all avenues explored without success. The couple now depends on God to intervene. I think about my son every day. Whenever I'm on the road, I always think I would see him walking around and I would just pick him. I hope one day God will reunite him with us. I have heard a lot of stories. I was told of parents who found their missing children 5 years later. I believe I will also see Daniel one day. I have been living in Oto for 19 years, Samuel stated. Our correspondent learned that the parents of another missing boy, Romanus, relocated to their hometown in Benue State few weeks ago to mitigate the psychological trauma occasioned by the incident. The boy was abducted in October 2019. We want the police to assist us to apprehend those behind this crime, said the resident Dr. Taufik Akinlade. Akinlade, the executive director, Zamzam Health Trust, a medical outfit in the neighborhood, said the alleged abduction had telling psychological effects on the affected parents. According to him, the community has a labyrinth of entrance and exit points, making it difficult to monitor strangers. He said, the psychological trauma is always tremendous and one of the effects is hallucination. The trauma is written on the faces of some of the affected parents. So far, there is no justice on the perpetrators, and people are afraid who may become the next victim. The head of the local security guards in Lagos mainland, Mr. Ishola Agbodemu, lamented the security lapse in the community. Agbodemu said we need the cooperation of all parents, community leaders, and security agencies. All the 5 children abducted are still missing, and there were 2 cases of attempted abduction. This case keeps recurring almost every 3 months. The recent one happened about 2 weeks ago. We report the incidents to the police, but the support we get from them is not enough. A councillor representing Ward A, Oto, and Ido, Abdulhafiz Ishola, urged parents to be more vigilant over their children. At least I am aware of 6 cases of abduction in the community, and all the cases were reported to the police, Ishola said. The Ojomo of Oto and Lagos Mainland, Chief Lamina Akin, said the community had been infiltrated by strangers who might be responsible for the missing children. He stated, the issue is very strange to me. I am 82 years old and I grew up here. There are a lot of people who claim to be residents here, but we don't know their houses. If some hoodlums commit a crime in Ijora, they will flee to here for cover. The police can help us to work on this. At times, a person will rent a room, but 6 persons will end up living there. The police public relations officer in the state, DSP Bala Elkana, advised parents to live up to their responsibilities at all times by providing care and protection to their children. He said, the children were playing and went missing. We have commenced the investigation. The parents need to put an eye on their children. They owe them the duty of care and protection. Parents leave their children unattended to and go about. The kids also roam about and they may not be able to find their way back home again. Wow, what a tragic occurrence. So guys, if you have anything to say concerning this, drop your comments in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to this wonderful channel. Thank you.